Hey there, guys. Happy Wednesday to you. It is Wednesday. I hope that all of you are having a sweet week. It has been a difficult week here. Saturday, we got the news that one of our family friends passed away. And it was just a real shocker because he was only 41. He was my son's music partner as well, and it's hard for me to describe the really unique relationship that happens when people play music together. There's really nothing like it. It's very much like a you start to adapt those people as family, and that's just kind of the way that you think about them. But this was actually, a kid who hung out at my house when he was little, and it's just been a hard week. It's been difficult to process this, and my son's been asked to speak at the service. It's just been a difficult week, and there's probably I'm always super grateful for art every single day, but I think right now that it is particularly helpful when you are processing something so deep. And, whether you grab your journal to soothe your soul or, boost your spirits or whatever, grabbing your art journal it's just such a great way to process things that are just beyond understanding. What I'm doing today, you guys, is I'm using some napkins that somebody sent me, and I honestly cannot remember who. But they're just super cool. I also have an idea about maybe using this ATC that I created. My quote is, "True art is characterized by an irresistible urge in the creative artist," and we'll talk more about that in just a minute. I also have some, this is some watercolor, the squish technique that Leanne shows us how to do. And I also have a portrait that I did in 2016, but I'm not sure if I'm going to use that or not, simply because it's kind of big for the page. But I thought we'd just kind of sit here for a minute and just work. I'm not going to work very long because, quite frankly, I'm tired and I am hungry, and it's time to feed the dogs as well. But I thought we would just, maybe put a quick page together and just kind of talk about the art life and what that means for people. Our friend was, like I said, he was my son's musical partner. He was a nurse, so he was a healer. And, talk about like, in tune with spirit. And when he and my son would play together, it was almost uncanny because they could kind of read each other. And I remember watching them play a show once, and I was like, oh my gosh, it must have taken y'all like forever to rehearse that song and get it so tight and so cool. And my son looked at me, and his partner looked at me, his musical partner, the one that passed away, and they both laughed, and I was like, what are y'all laughing about? And it was the first time that they had ever even done the song. So you can just see that they were just so in tune, with each other musically. They had grown up together, known each other, gone to church together. He was just such a sweet kid, and he went to sleep and he did not wake up, and that's what happened. I think that we are here as long as we are teaching, and as long as people are learning from us. And then when it's time to go, it does not matter how old you are. It does not matter. It does not matter. When it's your time, it's time to go. And that's what I believe. He taught us a lot. He taught us how to, mostly how to have fun, how to be in the moment. He was very, very in the moment. So it's been a sad week. It's just been a sad week. You know, especially as we watch as parents going through what no parent should have to go through ever. What I'm doing here, you guys, is just laying down this napkin that someone sent me, and I apologize for not knowing exactly who sent this to me. It's just not coming to me right now. And the napkin is, you know, the napkin is forming our background. I'm allowing it to be bumpy. I'm okay with that. That's an artistic, it's artistic license. I can let it be bumpy if I want it to be bumpy. I grew up around artists. My uncle was an artist. He passed when he was 30. He had anorexia nervosa, which was an unknown condition, you know, in 1979 when he passed. My auntie was very crafty. My other uncle is a potter, and he is an internationally known potter, which is super cool. And just being, just somehow or another having that artist brain is a very different life. And there's also the super cool Einstein quote that says, hold on a second and I'll find it for you. I've got it in my stack of quotes. It says, art is standing with one hand extended to the universe and one hand extended into the world and letting ourselves be a conduit for passing energy. I have rarely read anything that is more apt about, you know, the way that art works, the way that artists work, because that's what it is. You know, you are just, you're divinely inspired. And then, you know, we all go through this thing of being misunderstood as artists and not being misunderstood. Yeah, people just basically thinking you're weird and not knowing what to make of you. My boyfriend of 25 years is a musician. He is also like a person who does interiors on cars, custom interiors. So he's very, very, very artsy. But I think it's always like this, you know, this kind of tussle with the universe about, you know, your inspiration and how you're going to handle it. And sometimes it's just really big to handle. And I know that our friend who passed had, you know, his struggles with being able to handle all that was on his plate, as all young people do. You know, all young people kind of struggle with that. I'm not young, and you know, I struggle with it. So I think everybody just has like a, you know, this struggle with just the world in general, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So we've got our background is done. I think that I'm either just going to use the quote as is, which I might do, you guys. I kind of thought I might mount it on this squished thing here. But I think that I'm just going to use it like that. I'm going to tear. This is a magazine, you know, something that I tore from a magazine. And I think that is how I'm going to finish this page, which only took like just a few minutes. Who would have ever thought that napkins were an art supply, you know, or that we would be taking photographs on our telephone and videos on our telephone and being able to share that kind of stuff with people. So it's been a sad week. It's also so therapeutic to sit down with the journal and just do a quick page and to get a little bit of what I've been thinking about all week long, about how many friends I have lost over the years, music friends. And this is a particularly hard one because it has impacted my son so deeply. So if you see somebody playing music tonight, give them a tip and pay attention, applaud. The art life is not an easy life, but it's the only life for us. True art is characterized by an irresistible urge in the creative artist. I'm wishing all of you guys a really happy Wednesday, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.